A give running right is Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, they'll run it here. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go, cut! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Come on, come on! Hit!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
11 MT, take. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now he's free at the 35. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
11, 11.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get it!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them, and now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ready?
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They give it to Brown. Fights through and now a crease. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
11, Thomas. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
No.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here we go. Trap 50, trap 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Trucks over him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Tariq Carpenter coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now it's Burrow.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this throw will be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Deputy! Deputy Lions!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a nice move, and he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 2, ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. point with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Check that. Check that. Ready,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, they need to score and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute. First and 10.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Burrow.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picked.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.